They didn't know if you were a real or not real.
But
That's so weird, isn't it?
All that stuff, you look on YouTube and stuff, and people saying, yeah, he's an actor called Graham, and you just, who's that? Who is that person who's wrote that? But that's the thing with the internet. It's been good to us, but it's too easy now, isn't it, for people to go, comment on stuff. They go on
knowledge.
iTunes to buy it, and someone 4 stars. Not sure about this one. Well, don't say anything then. If you're not sure, that isn't really an opinion. If it shouldn't even be allowed. That should be deleted. You don't. When you go in a supermarket and you go to buy some bread, there isn't someone there going, not sure about this bread. Well, don't. I want to know what people. If they like it, great. If they go, it's a bit yeasty. Fair enough. Not sure. Just go away.
Move on.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's what I mean. It can be quite annoying, the internet. Just because everyone's allowed an opinion, it's free speech, isn't it? Yeah. So
I think it says it all.
It does.
That's the web.
That is
It's
the
an
web.
unusual beast.
Yeah, but at the same time, someone else can go on there and go, "Shut up," that last person, being a knob.
It all balances out.
Yeah, it does in the end. So,
Any other sort of plans for the immediate future? Have you made any thoughts on what you're up to next?
not really. I mean,
Any holidays planned?
there's always a holiday close by because the girlfriend likes going away, but nothing that great. I mean, the weird thing is, everything that's happened so far has never been planned. So I kind of like to leave it like that, because if you don't have a plan, you can end up doing some interesting things, can't you?
Yeah, life takes you in different directions.
if you don't sort of just close the door on stuff. I mean, I didn't go to university or anything, so I sometimes think I wish I had, because I would have learnt a lot. But then I think if you sort of learn, if you spend 7 years learning to be a doctor or something, you can't then go, I'm going to knock it on the head, I'm going to do an audiobook, because you've put so much of your life into learning about it, and then you've got people there going, hang on, there aren't enough doctors in the world, stop messing about on the internet and get surgery, get doing surgery again. So you can bog you down, can't it? Learning something, specialising in something. Whereas I prefer to just go, whatever comes along, I'll give it a go. And that's what happened with the audiobook, that's what happened with the books that I've done. Publisher just said, have you ever thought about writing? And now I do a couple of columns in different magazines and stuff. And
from someone that hasn't come from university, then what's the most interesting thing you've learned? Is there something that still sticks out in your head as being amazing?
I like nature's always the best thing, isn't it? Stuff that no one's invented, it's just survived. And I mean, there's a lot of creatures you go, I don't know how it survived. And now we sort of interfere, so that creatures that probably wouldn't have survived years ago, now we don't let anything die, do we? It's kind of like, we're running out of, polar bears are dying, save them. Whereas years ago they'd be dead by now.
Right. You don't think you should save them?
I don't think you should interfere. I mean, I know that we're messing up the planet and stuff, and that's a bit bad that polar bears are struggling because of us. But then you've got to get stronger, haven't you? We change, we adapt, and some things do adapt. I mean, I've seen squirrels in this park eating Mars bars. That should never have happened, but that's what they've done. They've changed. They've got fatter, and they're a bit more aggressive now as well. They used to be, they'd be happy with an acorn. Now they sort of put the nose up at an acorn. It's like, where's the Mars bar? So it's made them a bit more aggressive.
Aggressive
but
how?
Are they... Just a bit more. It's like they're sugared up. It's like they're just like a kid who's had too many Smarties or something. They're running around, they're violent. But they've adapted. Now the polar bear, that's what they need to do. They just need to get a bit more aggressive and stuff.
A bit more ballsy.
Yeah. Didn't you have one in New Zealand or something, or was that Australia? Floating about?
One floated by in an iceberg quite far away, but more close to Australia.
Oh, really?
But yeah, he was just stranded. He couldn't do anything. And
So
that was
what
sort
happened?
of I think that he fell off, and that was the end.
That was
I
it?
don't think they rescued him. That was it.
I mean, there's a bit of you, isn't there, that's going, that's tight.
Poor thing.
But then, I don't know, if it learned to swim, and then it got stronger and it swam and it got to the shores of Australia, people would have been like, kill it, wouldn't they? They wouldn't want that roaming around. So in a way,
they
it's
might
kind
not
of
kill it. They'd probably put it in a, enclosure.
But then, would it be happy? That's like, being in a coma. You're neither here or there. You're dead or alive. You know, he wouldn't have been happy being in a zoo.
No.
So it's kind of nature. That was the question, wasn't it? What sort of things do I like? Nature is the big one. Yeah, I don't know. You know, the amount of stuff I know about it is next to nothing. But I think that's part of the fun. That you can never, a day can't go by where, you know, if you look up on the internet something about a creature, you'll go, you're joking. I didn't know about that. So yeah, nature programs and nature websites and that sort of thing. That's the thing that keeps me
ticking along.
Yeah, and interested in life. Because a lot of life isn't that interesting now. Is that everything's being done for you? So yeah, nature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any yes, if you hadn't, you said you've never been to university. If you've got a pretty good job now, obviously what you're doing.
Well, it's not really.
I mean,
it's not a good job, is it?
Well, it's quite good. I mean, it's
not
interesting.
a proper job, yeah, but it's.
I mean, if you could have a proper job, though, what do you see yourself
being a surgeon would be brilliant. I think, you know, they're the sort of people.
The ultimate.
Yeah, it's just that's the closest to Superman, isn't it? Like you're saving lives. You go about your day. You know, you're important. You know, people respect you. I don't know if I'd be good at it.
Because your parents wanted you to be.
Yeah, my mum wanted me to be a doctor, but I think that's every parent sort of. That's just up there in it as the ultimate sort of job.
It is. My folk, I went to med school, but
did you?
Didn't do very well at all.
How far did you get? What did you learn?
First year. I can't remember. I learned a few
First
things.
year,
about
that's just putting a plaster on a cut, isn't it? I mean,
well, it's sort of a lot of theory. You're learning a lot about everything, for, you know, internal organs, all that kind of carry on.
Yeah.
No practical stuff.
You see, it's amazing, isn't it? The body,
Oh, it is.
all the stuff that's in there.
Yeah.
And the good thing is, in a way, once you've learnt it, it's not like being a car mechanic where a company will bring out a different car with a different engine and different fittings, and you know, a mechanic has to keep learning new things.
The body's the same.
The body hasn't changed, has it? Once you've changed one lung, you've changed them all. Do you know what I mean? So, in a way, it's not that tricky. It's just that thing of you've got someone's life in your hands, and if it goes wrong, everyone's going to find out about it. Whereas a vet, same job. If you kill a cat, no one bats an eyelid. So it's just that fine line of, you know, the amount of stress with the job. But I think they're brilliant. I mean, I've only been in hospital a couple of times, but just the way they're a different species, aren't they?
Oh, they are. They're intelligent. They're very
yeah,
intelligent,
they just and
and
nothing
they know what
panics
they're
them. It's like, this
doing.
is what we're going to do, and it's like, I wish you don't tell me. But he said, well, it's almost like they're showing off. They don't need to tell you, but they're just going, we're going to do this, going to do that, we're going to tap that out. You'll be dead for 3 minutes, or whatever. Just, what are you talking about? You know, is this a doctor or a loon? But yeah, that'd be the ultimate thing. But that's not going to happen now.
Oh, you're in a good place. You're in a good place. I mean, I said it would be nice if you came and maybe visited New Zealand. I think that'd be a good, another thing to do.
Too far.
It's a long flight. You're over 20 hours, but think of the new creatures and everything that you'd discover there.
Yeah, well, again, it's nicer to watch them sort of things on the telly because you've got mad stuff, haven't you?
We do. Our national bird, the kiwi, can't fly. Its wings are too small, and that's our national icon.
How do you feel about that?
I don't think it's the best icon to have because, I mean, you want an eagle or something almost. Not
yeah.
This is quite a. Have you seen the kiwi? Have you seen what it looks like? It's a big round.
I thought it was a fruit.
Right. There is a kiwi fruit as well.
So does the fruit do more than the bird? I mean, is it more impressive?
You can't eat kiwis. But I mean,
so what are they for then? You can't eat them. They can't fly. What are they doing all day?
They don't even come out during the day. They come out at night, so you don't see them. If you go to the zoo to see a kiwi, you've got to go into a dark room and sort of peer through the glass and see them picking about. It's really unusual.
So if it wasn't the fact that it's on a flag, you'd probably never see one.
No.
I mean, flags are dying out. People don't really have flags these days. They don't over here anyway.
No
one sort of flies the flag. It's known as like, it's a bit sort of, I don't know.
Are you okay with
sort
that?
of racist,
right?
Now, for some reason.
Everyone's the same.
But I mean, I haven't had a flag for years. Like when the Queen's birthday back in about 1973 or something, we had trifle and had a flag. That was it. That's what you did back then. But kiwi bird. See, by rights, it shouldn't be around anymore, should it? If it's not, it's sleeping all day, so it's bone idle. You can't eat it. It's got wings that don't work. It's a write-off.
Get rid of it.
I'd say get rid of it.